Hi everyone, this video is the second in the series of the videos about how to print using the Ghost White Toner. In this video I'm going to go ahead and do the printing on the A sheet, which is the transparent sheet of the Laser Dark by Forever. And what I'm going to do here is to go ahead and print this color image first to the transparent sheet. Then I'm going to turn this eye here and I'm going to turn the second layer here, which is the white underbase that I talked about in the previous video. And just here to show you guys, I put a layer which is a black layer here to show how the thing should look like when it's done, which is the t-shirt. If we call this one t-shirt, that's how it should look like at the end. Hopefully the result is going to be the same. This is the first time I do it, and this is not like a redo. I'm gonna see the results with you guys step by step. So I'm gonna remove this layer here, we don't need it, and I'm gonna delete this one. I'm gonna go for this layer, turn this one off, and that's what I'm gonna print. So we'll go ahead to the file, we'll go ahead to print, and I'm gonna take that print to my laser HP CYMK. So my laser printer has now the black toner in it. Now I did a color profile to my printer, so I'm using the color profile here, and I did that using the i1 Studio, which is similar to the Color Monkey. And we're gonna go ahead and click on the print settings here. And I'm gonna choose from the factory default tab, and I'm gonna make few changes. The most important one is definitely we're gonna keep that to letter size, and we're gonna go ahead to the source and go to tray 1, and that's where the source is gonna be of the paper. And then I'm gonna go ahead to the type of the paper, and I'm gonna go to the option of color laser transparency. So that's what I'm gonna choose. And we're not going to make any changes here. We're not going to make any changes here. With the finishing, no changes. With the color tab, the only thing I did here, because it's going to default when you're going to click on it, probably on your computer, it's going to default to the sRGB. But what I did here is to go ahead to none, since I'm already choosing a profile that I made for my printer. So I don't want to choose sRGB here where I'm going to have double profiling. So I have the profile that I made and I have the printer managing the color. No, I don't want the printer to manage the colors. So I'm going to click it to none here. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the first tab here and I'm going to save this. So each time I'm going to print it, I'm not going to go through those changes. I'm just going to save it as, I'm going to put here Forever Laser Dark. I will put underscore A sheet, and I'm gonna put here first pass. All right, so I saved it here. Next time when I'm gonna use it, I can go to this saved profile here, which is gonna give me whatever I dialed in. So all right, we hit OK, and now looks good here. So I'm gonna go ahead to print. Before I do the print, I have to load the paper. So basically, with the paper here, you have the matte side of the paper and you have the shiny side of the paper. So matte side of the paper facing up. Let's go to the printer, and I'm gonna load it on the A tray 1. This is tray 1, and in the printer I have the black toner, not the white toner. Now I'm going to go ahead and hit the print, and the order should go and print that paper. All right. Keep in mind now, it's very essential that you keep in mind that whatever comes first goes in first. All right. That's very important. So it came this way. It goes this way for the second pass. Okay, let me just load that paper first to get it ready for the second pass, which is the white underbase. And I'm gonna go ahead with you to the computer to print that second layer. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna turn it off. And we're gonna turn this layer on. And this is the white underbase. And that's what I'm gonna print. So let me go ahead to the printer, File, Print. Also, we're gonna make a few changes here with the printer setting. That's very essential. So I'm printing to the laser, HP laser, and no need for the color profile because the changes are gonna be like this. Print settings. Now, when I'm gonna do the second one, I'm gonna go ahead and swab the toner. So I'm gonna go to the printer and show it to you how to swab the toners. And in order to print with the white toner, I have to print gray or white, black and white, basically. And I don't want to mix the CYM. We have CYMK, which is the black toner. And now, after I swab the toners, the black for the white is going to be CYMW, which is cyan, magenta, yellow and white. But I don't want the printer to mix the yellow, cyan, magenta to come up with any gray color or black color or what have you. So we have to do a few changes. First, it's going to be letter. Source is going to be the same. Now, transparency remains. I go to the color tab. The thing I'm going to do here is to print in grayscale. So I have to turn this on. All right. And once I turn this on, eventually that printer is going to print only from supposedly the black toner, which I'm going to swab with the white toner. So I'm going to print only white. All right. Now I want to save this. So if I want to come back to it again, I will use it, and let's call it here forever laser dark, forever laser dark underscore a sheet underscore second pass. All right, I save it that way. I'm gonna hit OK here. I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna print. I have to swab the toners. Let's go back to the printer. All right. So what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna keep that transparent layer with the same orientation on the top here. And I'm gonna go ahead and close this, open it, pull it out, and change and swap toners. So here is the white toner by Ghost, and here's the black toner. So white toner goes in, black toner goes out. Be careful not to touch this with your hand. If oil gets on it, it's going to be smudgy. And also make sure you don't scratch it. So I'm going to use the same cover that came with it and just put it on it gently and leave it in its box. So we're going to close this one now, and we have the white toner in. We're going to push it, and the printer is going to do some cleaning. And I'm going to go ahead and slide this paper this side that came first, so that goes in first. So let's slide it down, waiting for the printer to get ready, and then we're gonna print the white underbase. Now this paper, because of the first pass and the heat, shrunk a little bit. That's why with the white underbase in the first video I showed that I choked it by 4 pixels. 4 pixels equal to 1 millimeter. Okay, I'm waiting for the camera to get ready. While it's doing that, I'm gonna go to my computer, and once it's ready, I'm gonna go ahead and give the computer the order to print. If you notice here now, since I chose to print with the gray scale, it changed the printer profile to the gray gamma 1.8, which I used before and worked fine for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that one. Let me see, take a look if it's ready or not. It's still doing the cleaning. It's done. If you keep it on the screen, please, if you show that it's ready now. So I'm going to go ahead and give it the order to print. Now keep in mind about flipping the image. So I did that already. And there's no text on this image, so basically it's not going to make any difference whether you're going to flip the image or not. Now this is the second pass, and the reason why I chose the white underbase to print 50% to gray is 2 things. First, I want to save on that expensive white toner. Here's the second pass, and here's how it looks here. So I got the white underbase choked, and I saved a little bit on my toner, and I did not want to dilute the beautiful reds, yellows, greens by putting a big thick layer of white toner underneath. I wanted just to give the vibrant red chance to show. However, I don't know how it's gonna look on the t-shirt. We'll see how that goes. For now, I'm gonna stop recording, and then we're gonna go for pressing on the t-shirt. All right, I'm out.